Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Unspoken Truth. I'm the host, Daniel, and the founder of Mutual Respect. Tonight's episode's a little different. It's about a warning. Essentially, this Saturday is D-Day. Now, for those that don't know, this Saturday is the day where the World Health Organization will take total control over our country, and forced vaccines, forced mandates will be lawful in this country. This Saturday, the World Health Organization will take control of our lives. Our children's futures will be sold out by cowards in suits and the so-called elected politicians. That's not being dramatic. That's how fast approaching reality sounds. The WHO, an unelected, unaccountable foreign body, is about to be handed the legal authority to tell Australians, you and I, when we can leave our homes, what we must inject into our bodies. Not any longer is it a choice. You will be forced, although last time wasn't so much a choice as it was a coercion. But this time, they will force the vaccines upon us and our children. And what are we allowed to say, see, and believe? Only what is controlled by the political narrative. Any personal opinion will be struck off as misinformation. And our government, where do they sit in all this? They're not just going along with it. They're facilitating it behind closed doors. What's really happening? The WHO Pandemic Treaty and changes to the international health regulations are set to take effect in Australia this Saturday. Under these new amendments, they can and will declare a health emergency with no oversight, mandate vaccines, lockdowns and quarantines, censor any dissent as misinformation, disinformation, and they will force digital IDs and complete total surveillance compliance from every person in the country. They will override our constitution, our laws, and our personal will mean jack shit because they will just force us to do what they want us to do. This is medical martial law disguised as public health and safety, and it becomes enforceable this Saturday. This is the global takeover that we were all warned about, and we all chose to leave our heads in the sand. This is the next step in the global agenda, the control of people through fear, intimidation, and so-called health. They couldn't conquer us through war, so now they're doing it with treaties. But make no mistake, this is a war on your autonomy, on your basic human rights, on your very ability to parent, to speak, or to even make a simple choice. And it's being signed away without a single vote, without a single debate, or even without a single news headline. Do you still think there's any separation of powers in Australia? And all because we won't stand united. Let's be clear about that, because a united country wouldn't accept this bullshit. Why? Because they know we'd never accept it if we were told the truth. The betrayal of our diggers, and here's what makes this even more disgusting. Our diggers didn't storm the beaches of Gallipoli, Kokoda or Tobruk so their grandchildren could be ruled by the World Health Organization. They didn't bleed out in foreign fields so we could become obedient, gutless bastards bowing down to a global technocrats and betraying the legacy of sacrifice that they gave us all, our freedoms. We are pissing on everything they fought and died for by remaining silent and staying too fearful to have a public opinion. Every time we choose comfort over courage, every time we look away and say, it's not my problem, we dishonor the men who gave us everything and sacrificed their life to make sure we got everything. And worst of all, we destroy our children's futures through cowardice, through silence, through gutless. Let this be clear. This Saturday, July 19, is not just another day. It is the day where we either stand tall for our country or we fall permanently for global dictators. We must demand an immediate withdrawal from the WHO Treaty. We must demand a referendum before any international body is allowed to take power over our laws and our people. Public accountability for every politician endorsing foreign control. Protection of bodily autonomy and national sovereignty forever. And charges of treason for those that seek to coerce Australians into giving up their sovereignty. Because if we don't push back now, we will never get the chance again, and it will be our children that pay the ultimate price. To every father, to every mother, to every vet, to every worker, this is our moment. You've got two choices. Either you cower down in obedience while our country, your rights, and our kids are handed over to foreign control, or you stand united, you speak up, you link arms, and you say no more. Not on my bloody watch. We're Aussies. We don't bow. We don't break. We don't even fucking bend. And we sure as hell don't hand our kids over to a globalist machine built on fear and bullshit. Our diggers gave us the baton, and now it's our turn to run with it. Make no mistake, if we drop it now, we will never pick it up again. This is Unspoken Truth, and if you've got any backbone left for your very children's future, before Saturday, you will make it known.